Welcome, everybody. Here we are. We're going right into chapter 33 here in the King James Bible Prophecy Church. This is Harriet Benzie Bow and myself here at the table. And we have this kindness of Jacob and Esau at their meeting. And like I said, the book of Jazer shows you how we had a little help there from the angelic host there, as you plainly see, and then the wrestling match between Jacob and Christ. All right, now, as we go here, we're going to get a little more of this history as we go ahead here in chapter 33. In verse 1, it says, "And Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came, and with him 400 men." Okay, now, so these were a lot of mercenaries here, folks. He paid them to be there to obey his orders militarily. Okay, and he divided the children unto Leah and unto Rachel and unto the two handmaids, period. And he put the handmaids and their children foremost, and Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph hindermost. Okay, we can think about why he chose to do it this way, or did God guide him to do it this way? All that, folks, you can let me know what you think out there, studier. And in 3, "And he passed over before them, and bowed himself to the ground 7 times until he came near to his brother." And once again, there's God's holy modal system there, folks. That's time, times, and half a time, the number 7. And we're going to have our victory in the 2,300-day week of years, a 7-year holy number victory. Okay, so he bowed himself 7 times. How fascinating. 4, "And Esau ran to meet him, and embraced him, and fell on his neck, and kissed him, and they wept." Okay, now listen. That is not the intent that Esau had when he left with his 400 mercenaries. They weren't all mercenaries, folks, but there was a lot of them, and he meant business, and it wasn't to kiss and weep here. All right, so his attitude changed, and my references is the book of Jazer. 5, "And he lifted up his eyes and saw the women and the children, and said, Who are those with thee? ? And he said, The children with which God hath graciously given thy servant. 6, "Then the handmaidens came near, they and their children, and they bowed themselves. And Leah also," in 7 here, "and Leah also with her children came near and bowed themselves. And after came Joseph near and Rachel, and they bowed themselves." Period. And of course, everyone knows Joseph's going to play a great role in the future of the world. He just is. Okay, and the future of the 12 sons. 8, "And he said, What meanest thou by all this drove, which I met? ? And he said, These are to find grace in the sight of my Lord. Okay, so see how good his heart is. Even though he knows his brother and fears his brother about violence, and rightly so, one of the reasons he told the Lord, I'm not worthy, is because he was fearing. and when you're not to be fearing these people. So he was fearing his brother, and God already told him and reminded him that he was going to take care of him. All right, so he says, I'm not worthy, but he's still praying. There's a lesson for us. But anyway, in his wisdom here, he sent this to Esau. 9, and Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep that thou hast unto thyself, period. You see, folks, that's going to change too. He's going to get down the road as they clash. He's going to get greedy. His family is going to get greedy. Even if they're over things that should not be, the feud is not going to go away, all right? We'll put it like that. That says it all in a nutshell. And Esau is greedy. He just is. But here he's having a moment of compassion, and so we'll take that as it is here. I have enough, my brother. 10, it says, and Jacob said, Nay, I pray thee, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then receive my present at my hand. For therefore I have seen thy face. Now listen to this. Don't take this out of context. As though I had seen the face of God, and thou wast pleased with me, period. Okay, so this isn't the same type of statement where he was wrestling and saw the face of God. This is some great compliment to his brother. And hopefully, I guess, with that type of statement, he won't be attacked here. Okay, so anyway, there's a growing process going on here with Jacob. And so that statement is there. It's clearly talked about, and here it is. Thou wast pleased with me. 11, take, I pray thee, my blessing, that is brought to thee, because God hath dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. And he urged him, and he took it. In 12, and he said, Let us take our journey, and let us go, and I will go before thee. 13, and he said unto him, My Lord knoweth that the children are tender, and the flocks and the herds with young are with me. And if men should overdrive them one day, all the flock will die. Okay, and 14. Let my Lord, I pray thee, pass over before his servant, and I will lead on softly, according as the cattle that goeth before me, and the children be able to endure, until I come unto my Lord, unto Sir. 15, and Esau said, Let me now leave with thee some of the folk that are with me. And he said, What needeth it? ? Let me find grace in the sight of my Lord. Period. So I don't need any of your people to tag along with me. I got it handled. 16 is a new paragraph. So Esau returned that day on his way unto Sir. 17, and Jacob sojourned to Succoth, and built him an house, and made booths for his cattle. Therefore the name of the place is called Succoth. And in the Hebrew, it means booths. Okay, and there's a celebration to this day over this. Correct, table people? To this day, we have this celebration. All right. 18 is a new paragraph. And Jacob came to Shalem, a city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan, when he came from Padan Aram and pitched his tent before the city. 19, and he bought a parcel of a field where he had spread his tent at the hand of the children of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. Okay, in 20, and he erected there an altar and called it El Ehol Israel. Okay, now all this sounds pretty good. But here in 34, you're going to see an example of how God is going to defend this bloodline. He told Jacob and everyone else not to mingle the seed with all the Canaanites, and there's a reason why. However, we're also going to see that these people of Shechem have no moral compass. So the guy sees Dinah, and what happens? It's a famous rape and an angering to the sons. They don't like the fact that these Shechemites, I'll call them that, the Hivites, rape her and then want to marry her. And the fact is that Christ would not have this. This is a people that are in bad shape. Now, when it comes to the law over rape, that's worthy of death. You don't inherit the lady for a wife because you raped her, do you? Well, I'm telling you, he's worthy of death, and these people that defend their sister, Dinah, they explain that to Jacob, okay? And there's lots more details here. There is a very carefully planned conspiracy to take these people out, and God's right there with them. He does not curse them for doing this. Why? Because he told them, he's been telling them all along, do not mingle seed with the Canaanites. And the Shechemites are certainly Canaanites. And they have a different God. They have different gods, folks. They just do. And so there's going to be a battle here. And it's a famous battle. And the people around the Middle East, this sent shivers to all the Canaanites around there. Because at this point, I'm going to tell you something right now. You get in the book of Jasher, you find out how athletic and tough these people were. And they had the Spirit of God. I'm not poo-pooing that. There are supernatural things that these 12 sons do. There just are. I mean, so the fact is that they had this trickery going so that they'd have the upper hand in the battle, and they put it on them. And I tell you, the kings around Canaan took note, and this put the fear in all of them. It also stopped this ungodly mingling of the seeds. Now, we've explained that about the mingling with the fallen angel, religion, and bloodlines. And you can't marry into the Nephilim, okay? God does not want that in Christ's bloodline. I'm not out on a limb to say that, am I? Absolutely not. So, anyway, we're going to get this up to you so we can keep going. We're going to finish up Genesis before you know it. We'll be done. We'll be moving on. So thank you for studying again today. We appreciate every one of you out here, and we will catch you on the next, folks, CD.